We're back.
Oh, yeah.
We're back. Missed last week.
We did miss last week. There's no, they told me not to press that button, and I pressed the button, so no FreightWaves.
Yeah, we recorded an entire episode
Yeah,
and just no button being pushed.
Yeah, and it was a good one.
It was a good one. The best one ever.
Yeah. Jerome Powell stopped by.
He did?
Yeah,
He stopped by.
Yeah.
Gave us a sneak peek of what's good. We weren't supposed to mention that.
An exclusive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but yeah.
That's fine. But we're here now. And what did we miss last week besides that? Consumer credit. Oh, surprise, new record high. So there's that. Initial jobs claims also peaked a little bit higher over the last few months. So there's that. But welcome to the economy lately. I'm Anthony Smith, chief economist here at FreightWaves, joined by the one, the only, my buddy, the man that makes this all happen, South Turk.
Hey now. Yeah.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's amazing. So we have quite a few things to get to because today was a busy day in the macroeconomy and overall week for releases and news and updates. So let's jump right into it. First thing I got to start off with is Jerome Powell and the decision to pause interest rates. So that was made recently. I can kind of see the reasoning behind it, but when we're looking at the overall core trends here, there hasn't been a lot that's changed. So we're looking at core inflation. That's still pretty sticky when we look at the core CPI. The overall CPI did retreat a little bit, but when we're looking at the overall components, things like the energy components that are somewhat volatile have come down and have started to show signs of really deterioration, but that can be short-lived here, especially in the coming months as we start to see maybe some cutback in overall oil production that could have some upward pressure on overall energy prices. So that's something to kind of keep in mind overall. It's easier to pause and resume increases than it is to drop rates and then try to increase them a little bit later on. So this is definitely going to be a wait and see kind of a situation to see what the FOMC and the Fed does overall. They were a little bit hawkish, so to speak, on saying that the possibility for further increases do remain. So that's going to be something to watch closely. Overall, definitely going to have to really try to rein in price stability and really maintain a strong labor market overall, but not too strong, so that's definitely not the thing that they want to have overall.
Yeah, you don't want to get too cocky.
No, that's too much. Yeah, you get too much.
Yeah, so you make mistakes.
You make mistakes. You get sloppy.
Yeah.
You get sloppy, and no one likes a sloppy labor market.
Yeah, we can't have a sloppy shop around here.
No.
The sloppy Joes, though, those are all right.
Haven't had some in so long.
Yeah.
They still make those?
I mean, I think you can make one yourself,
Why don't they have like Sloppy Joe's? Can you imagine like a Sloppy Joe fast food joint, like Sloppy Joe to go?
Is it Sloppy Joe on to go?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, I mean, it writes itself, kind of. Why hasn't this happened?
Is that
we should test this out in Cleveland next week.
A Sloppy Joe to go.
Yeah, FreightWaves Sloppy Joe to go.
Just have it in a nice bundle package.
We could
work out the details.
We could create a mascot named Mo. So
Sloppy Mo.
No, Mo Sloppy Joe's to go. Rolls off the tongue, Anthony.
We'll see you in Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. Tickets still available.
Other thing that we saw this week that came out were initial jobs claims still remaining at 262,000. So still very much elevated over the last few weeks here, showing that there is some changes happening. There are some changes happening.
Yeah, that's something.
There are some changes happening.
Okay, say that. Never mind. Payroll.
Copyright infringement there. So there's some changes happening right now within the labor department or labor market. And when we're looking at the overall change and shifts here, we have to look at what's happening on the underlying trends. So the jobs that are being lost compared to the jobs that are open. The jobs that are being lost, of course, we're seeing a lot of them on the white-collar side. We talk about it all the time versus the jobs that are open. Very much in the services side, hospitality, restaurants, things like that. So definitely a need for that. But really, there's going to be a disconnect, I think, as we continue to move throughout the remainder of 2023, especially as we get to the latter half of the year. So definitely going to be watching closely that labor market, especially as savings rate remains pretty weak right now and consumer credit continues to climb. And of course, student loans might be coming back sooner rather than later. So it's going to be a lot tighter for a lot of consumers out there. And then there's that black hole, of course, that is buy now, pay later South that people just continue to use.
Yeah, that black hole's getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
It's being enlarged. Yeah, I see everything now offers that.
Yeah, everything.
Almost everything, yeah.
Everything. I could buy anything and just pay for it. What's that one comic? I'll gladly pay you for
Popeye.
Yeah.
If
the hamburger?
Yeah, he was obsessed with the hamburger. He wasn't the Hamburglar, notorious crime lord of the fast food world.
Don't want
But
to talk about that.
yeah, no, we do not want to get on his bad side. But yeah, the guy from Popeye. I'm glad you pay you today or pay you back tomorrow
Or a hamburger today.
today. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
guy just loved hamburgers.
They were ahead of their
A lot
time.
of strange stuff going on in Popeye.
A lot of strange stuff. Do we need to do a revisit of Popeye?
Yeah, the cartoon. The movie's kind of scary. It's kind of
man.
freaky. Yeah, Robin Williams, R.I.P.
I wonder what AI Popeye would look like. I'm sure that would be some nightmare fuel
Yeah,
of AI Popeye.
yeah. You're right. FreightWaves, write in or send in your AI generated Popeye
Well, I would
images.
love to see that.
Yeah. Tweet at us at FreightWaves TV at FreightWaves TV.
The other thing that we have to talk about is upstream and downstream. Upstream, looking at manufacturing, industrial production did come down ever so slightly in this most recent report, showing a downward movement of 0.2%, showing some sluggishness upstream, but really the big components came from the weakness in utilities and mining overall. We're looking at retail sales. We did see that there was a gain overall for retail sales. Always have to note that these numbers are not adjusted for inflation, so keep that in mind when you're looking at the retail sales report. But retail sales numbers show up that there was a gain of 0.3% on a month-to-month, with the largest gains coming from furniture up 2.7%, and electronics also contributed with a 0.7% increase for the month. So consumers still shopping, but like I said, not adjusted for inflation, and consumers are using that credit card and buy now, pay later, and job market stability could be a little bit shaky in the second half of the year, and manufacturing is likely to slow. Everything's fine, South. Everything's fine. We can have a soft landing, It's just, that's possible.
Yeah. What's the last financial decision you've kind of splurged on that you might regret down the line? Speaking of people buying stuff they can't afford.
Probably the overwhelming amount of fast food deliveries that I could have just gotten myself.
Yeah.
They just add up over time.
Yeah, because a $6 hamburger value meal at McDonald's is all of a sudden $20, really.
And I love my McDonald's, but maybe I can just be, old school and get it myself.
You're right.
So that will cut down. I would say, yeah, all those service charges adding up over time. What about you?
I bought a little foot-by-foot square of land in Scotland that now own land in Scotland, so it makes me a lord.
Oh.
Yeah, but I used a buy now, pay later thing, so
okay.
I don't know if I'm a lord yet or...
You don't want to default on that.
Yeah, or they'll send Mel Gibson dressed as the guy from Braveheart after me.
I mean, that would seem like the only appropriate way to deal with it.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I mean, that's still some of the concerns that you have to kind of contest with when you're looking at buying land in a foreign country on borrowed money that you pay later over time.
That does kind of seem like the American way, though, doesn't it?
It does seem like the American way.
Yeah.
America.
Also,
got to talk about releases for next week. Of course, we're going to be in Cleveland soon, so that's going to happen. So hopefully I get to see all your lovely faces there. If you haven't yet, go on to live.freightwaves.com, get your tickets purchased, make sure you have your accommodations made. You'll see South and myself there just on the floor, hanging out and having a good time.
Yep.
So that should be fun.
Yep. Tickets still available?
Tickets still available.
I think there's combo packages.
Yeah. Buy now while you still can.
Yeah.
Other than that, there's going to be housing starts data that we're going to have to kind of talk to at some point in time coming up next week. Of course, going to watch initial jobless claims, but can't wait to see you all in Cleveland.
Yeah, Cleveland. If you're a big fan of the Drew Carey Show.
That was the thing.
Yeah, Cleveland rocks.
Cleveland rocks. Yeah. And there's going to be parties there.
Parties, of course.
Party.
A Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so we'll see you there.